Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a good one.
You too.
Alright, so you spend the money.
Coffee. Well, I know I probably shouldn't be going to Starbucks. It's breakfast for me, so it's kind of a requirement right now. But yeah, so I'm up obviously and out. It's early for me. Well, my alarm's about to go off to let me know to get up, but yeah, I left earlier. I was going to go to Home Depot, and the location that Home Depot was on Google Map was not there, and so I was like, you bastard. And so I went home, got my stuff, and I'm going to go to Lowe's. Mocha Frappuccino. I gotta get some drill bits, and I'm gonna get this little wall faceplate thing. The faceplate that the phone jack is on is just kind of hanging there. One reason being that when the AT&T guy left, he just kind of left all the wires hanging out of the wall, thinking that somebody was going to come back in. Well, I went kind of crammed it back in the wall, and one of them, one end will screw in, the other one won't. So, I'm going to go and get the proper thing to fix it. But yeah, so there's that. Although I probably shouldn't do it tonight, which I probably won't. I need to get my TV hung, and but yeah, I need to get my TV hung, so I'll probably do that tomorrow, because I probably shouldn't do it tonight, because at some point I'm going to have to start banging on the wall, because, getting those things to stay in. I hope I get my TV pretty much centered, but at least I'll get it off the floor. I'm still kind of angry that the screws to the base are missing, but whatever. I'll get my TV up off the floor. I'll be able to organize things underneath it, and yeah, pretty much get back into it. Oh, Jesus. A normal way of things. Oh, that's a bean. No wonder he didn't like it. Okay. Alright, so I'm on my way officially now to work. I had a bit of a stark realization when I went to get gas. I need to really start watching what I spend. But I already kind of knew that. Anyways, I just listened to a story on the radio. It was about how these pictures have been presented or shown or whatever about U.S. troops taking pictures with body parts from suicide bombers. Like holding up bits of bone or whatever, pieces of these bodies, and laughing about it. And while I don't know anything about counterinsurgency or winning over the people of a town or country or whatever, I do know that, or I think that it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because of the fact that they're making fun of these people who basically killed themselves to prove a point that is invalid. Having said that, religious fanatics and, other groups, they'll go to extreme lengths to prove that their religious power is the best and the mightiest and whatever. You can go and look at human history. You can. It doesn't even matter what religion you look at, whether it be the Western religions, Christianity, Catholicism. You go back, the Crusades. Go back even further. It's part of our history. Now, taking away from that religious idea, Again, I don't understand the principles behind some of the counterinsurgency. I just understand what I hear. I read, listened to that, and I read a little bit more after with the fact. But the fact that that this is a big deal is actually really interesting to me, because you have these people who are going in, the soldiers, U.S. soldiers and allies, if there are the allies going in, but you have these folks going in to basically free these people from whatever this oppression is, from Taliban or whatever. And one would think that, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, there's two ways it can be argued. The fact that the U.S. soldiers are making fun of these extremists, the suicide bombers, could either show that it's dumb or stupid or whatever, that it's a joke, which would in return cause fewer people to become suicide bombers, or it could strengthen their cause. So maybe as I'm progressing through thought on this, I can understand potentially why it's such a big deal, but personally I don't think it's that big of an issue. Some of the other stuff that's been going on out there, going through these towns and abusing these people, and I can't remember what all they mentioned, but there was some other stuff that legit I can understand why they'd be upset about. But something like this, making fun of these people who basically killed themselves for a worthless cause, in my opinion, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. But it is, and it's on the news, so yeah.
Defense Secretary Leon Panetta is apologizing to America's NATO allies for photos that appear to show U.S. troops posing with bodies of Afghan insurgents. Terry Schultz reports from NATO headquarters in Brussels.
Panetta says he conveyed to NATO partners that Washington regrets American forces apparently posed with body parts from suicide bombers, as seen in the photos.
My apology is on behalf of the Department of Defense and the U.S. government.
Panetta says such actions would violate both U.S. military standards and values.
This is not who we are.
The defense secretary says he asked the Los Angeles Times not to publish the pictures to avoid stirring up more anti-Western sentiment in Afghanistan. He says he's not defending the perpetrators.
But neither do I want these images to bring further injury to our people or to our relationship with the Afghan people.
NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen says he considers this an isolated incident, but expects a full investigation. For NPR News, I'm Terry Schultz at NATO headquarters in Brussels.
I'm finding that it's difficult to drill at 3 o'clock in the morning and not make a lot of noise. Trying to hang my TV and not make a whole lot of noise while doing it, but for some reason it's always, whenever you try to be quiet, that's when you're your loudest. The problem is that when you hit the walls that share with someone else, it tends to vibrate through, and I'm trying not to. So, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I got screwdrivers and stuff to help make it to where it's not so loud. But with any luck, I should have a companion to that up, and I'd like to get it done before tomorrow morning, but I don't know, if it ends up making too much noise, then I'll just wait and do it tomorrow. I still need to figure out where to put stuff, because my apartment is a mess. Things are just all over the place. I stopped at the old place and got some stuff, and I went by Home Depot or Lowe's before I went to work. Got some drill bits because I needed them to hang my TV, but I also got another plant thing that what I'm going to do is take my kids' plants out and put them in that, because apparently being left alone for a few days, they started to die. So hopefully they'll start waking back up, or growing back up a little bit. Also may have something to do with the fact that we put all the seeds into one little thing, so they could just be strangling each other. I don't know, but I'm gonna sit here and try to hang my TV some more, and yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed early tonight, just so I can get adjusted, because I gotta be up early on Friday. But I don't really have anything planned this weekend, which is good because I'm broke. Success. It's up there. It seems to be more heavier. It seems to be heavier than I thought. Maybe it's just because I'm still tired from moving everything this weekend. But yeah, it's up there. Now I just got to figure out what to do with everything around it. Damn it. I had to prop it up on my belly. One good thing about being fat is you have this extra surface for various other tasks. I'm going to miss that. I think it's the only thing I'm going to miss about being a heavy guy is my extra utility belt. Okay, I'm going to hook everything back up and hopefully I can find my remote. That'd be freaking awesome.